hang on each word of yours, eagerly waiting for the next chapter. Even if
Aayesha Fatma, the supergirl of Alif Global School, the lovely daughter of Mr. Wasim Akram and Mrs. Rashika Anjum. Her skill in learning and acquiring knowledge is appreciated by everyone in the campus. She is in her world of books and music. Here, we are proudly presenting the gifted child of Alif Global School, Aayesha Fatma. Yes, let's do it!
I love public speaking. Says no one, ever. Honestly, it's like being a stand-up comedian, except there is no comedy. And even your audience just forgets to laugh. You know what's the worst nightmare of any public speaker? That their audience might just fall asleep during their speech. And to avoid that, I sat on my chair yesterday, opened my laptop, and started Googling how to write an interesting speech so that my audience don't fall asleep. Enter. On the top of my research page was include a personal anecdote. You know, those short stories based on real events of life? And guess what? I did include a personal anecdote. Would you guys like to hear it? So a little while before this momentous event, I was a nervous wreck. I was totally freaking out, and there comes my friend to grant me, not to give me, to grant me with her divine advice. She told me, Aayesha, don't worry. Public speaking is too easy. And at that moment, I felt like, am I offended or triggered? And then she continued on and then told me, listen, Aayesha, if you forget any line of your speech, don't worry. Just throw in a Shakespearean quote and half of the audience won't find any difference. And half of the audience would be too busy to pretend they did. Excuse me? How is that even applicable? Huh? Can you imagine me saying, public speaking needs a lot of confidence. Brevity is the soul of wit. It sounds odd, right? Doesn't it? I knew it. I deserve better friends. But as it is said, brevity is the soul of wit. Let's keep it short and brief. So if you also think that public speaking is like a piece of cake, then let me tell you, it's not. Public speaking is not meant for the lily-livered, chicken-hearted, yellow-bellied, wimpish, cowardly, gutless people. It is meant for people with grace and gravitas, with boldness and bravado, with candor and courage, with spine and spunk, and those with a swashbuckling confidence to stand on their feet with no goosebumps, with no butterflies in their stomach, with an ability to speak their mind loud and free. Now, I'm not saying I am a great public speaker, that was a joke, but I have certainly mastered the art of looking confident while internally I'm debating the meaning of my life. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody and their uncle requires this skill. No matter you're a political prima donna, no matter you are a dazzling diva in the showbiz, no matter you are a filthy rich business tycoon, no matter you are a B school grad with an impeccable academic credential, no matter you're an erudite scholar with PG, PhD, and postdoc, no matter whether your brain is crammed with information on cabbages and kings, whether pigs have wings. For whether you have words in the regal affairs of king or the aeronautical ambitions of the swine. Most of the people don't really realize it, but actually, public speaking is an art. It's an art that makes your audience feel like, I can take the bathroom break later. I need to hear the speech first. It's an art that connects knowledge and entertainment. It's an art that holds your audience to hang on each word of yours, eagerly waiting for the next chapter, even if it's about shoes and ships. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you guys a very simple question. May I? How do you guys feel when you express yourself in front of a crowd? No one? Okay, I can definitely answer that because apparently I'm in the same situation. First thing first, you definitely feel that anxiety kicking in. Your heart races, your knees feel weak, your body shakes and shiver, blah, blah, blah. But the worst thing that can happen to any public speaker is that their mind just goes blank. It is literally out of content for 10 to 30 seconds. And that 10 to 30 seconds is just so embarrassing. But let me tell you, I have delivered 5 public speeches in my whole life. No, actually 4, including this one. And I can tell you with experience that no matter how bad your speech is, public is never gonna throw tomatoes and eggs on you. Unfortunately, they have to bear it. Unless you're like that friend of mine who loves to give unnecessary advices. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to picture this. You step onto the stage, armed with confidence and the communication skill of a smooth talking wizard like me. As soon as you start talking, your audience is hooked up like a fish on a line. Your storytelling is so captivating, it's like a Netflix binge, they really can't resist. And with your persuasive power, you have them wrapped around your little fingers, like a hypnotist with a pocket watch. And once you are done, you finally hear that thunderous applause, the standing ovation, the cheers that fills up the room. People are gonna talk about your speech for days, for weeks, for months, and maybe even some years. And that is how, my friend, you drop the mic and leave your audience in awe. Build that confidence. Break those barriers. Don't let anything stop you from stepping onto the stage. Don't just deliver a speech. Create a memorable experience for them. And that is how much I can do to motivate you to come and try out public speaking. The rest lies on you. And that was it. This was Aayesha Fatma. Thanks for listening and not throwing tomatoes on me. Thank you.